We got the election coming up. We got the holiday season coming up. What does that mean for digital marketing? I can tell you right away, if you haven't already noticed, it means it's about to get a lot more expensive, okay? Because a lot of these digital platforms, a lot of these ad platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, supply and demand, right? They're a bidding platform. And, as you have more advertisers that are spending more ad dollars, it becomes more expensive to reach people, right? That's just the nature of it. So how can a law firm compete against all the noise and the rising costs and CPMs? What it'll take to reach people, over the next several months as we have the election? They're throwing in billions of dollars. A lot of the retailers, you've got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you got Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, all sorts of things, right? They're all back, right? All the ones that are kind of pulled back, early on because of COVID. Well, guess what? They're all back, and it's like, what should you do for your law firm? And I've seen many firms that because they say, hey, because it's getting more expensive, we should cut back on our advertising and our social advertising because it's more expensive. Let's wait it out and we'll come back 3, 4, 5 months from now. Okay, right? Because you don't want to pay a premium. You don't want to pay twice as much or 3 times as much as what it used to cost you to reach people. And even if, let's say, you're spending the same amount, you may only be reaching half or a third of the amount of people that you were reaching in prior months, right? Just over the next, holiday period, the election and so on. And it always comes back down after this period. So once we get back into January and so on, the costs typically go down as well. I would caution against pulling, any advertising out, right? And pulling back just because it gets more expensive. Because think about what you're actually doing there. So you're basically saying, because it is more expensive to advertise and reach people, I'm going to stop advertising and reaching people, So I'm going to cut my online presence because it's a little bit more expensive right now. And then I'm going to resume my online presence once the costs go down again. So I would actually, if nothing else, keep your advertising right where it is. Yes, you'll reach less people. Or, if you're especially proactive, double down, spend more. Yes, it costs you to, more to reach people. But at the same time, you're still reaching people. And you're reaching them at a time when they're consuming more content than ever. So is it more expensive during this period of time, during the fourth quarter of the year? Sure it is. But as the saying goes, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And if you're, competing firms and so on, they continue to advertise and you simply stop advertising because it's more expensive, then people are going to see their messaging and their marketing and their content and they won't see yours. So just consider the fact that yes, it'll be more expensive to acquire clients, let's say on social, maybe more expensive to advertise over the next few months. However, in the grand scheme of things, social is still the most incredible bargain that there is. I mean, you compare it against other advertising mediums and so on, it's still ridiculously inexpensive for the amount of targeting that you can do, the amount you could reach people and so on. So just because the cost goes up isn't a reason to actually stop or pull back. At Crisp, we're going to be doubling down. That's the nature of the game. Yes, we understand it's more expensive, but we also understand the importance of maintaining consistency and attention and reaching our audience. So I would advise you to do the same, but at the very least, stay relevant, right? Stay top of mind and don't pull back.